Hello everyone, Sejr here. Thank you so much for joining me. I am on the Trinity Stamps YouTube channel creating another card using the February 2026 release. I have this one right here. This is the Easter basket die. It is almost like an add-on where it coordinates with the egg-shaped die set. But this could totally be used on its own because there's so many different elements to create this really fun basket. So I did play around with all the different pieces here. This is not the card I'm going to be creating today, but I wanted to see how it looked. And you can see without any inking or anything, you can create a really fun basket. The background is from the egg-shaped die card die set, but everything else inside is from this die set, but you have like jelly beans as well. I did use the leaves here. There's bigger leaves, there's flowers, there's grass, and this die actually does emboss it. If you inked it, you'd probably see it a lot more. But this is, like I said, a very basic just to see how this looks. So I'll be playing with this one as well as the Simply Sentiments Easter stamp set, and this one is just full. You can almost see which sentiments I've been playing with because everything is so nice and clean except for those three. But you can create some really fun sentiments with this one. So let's put these aside and start crafting. So the first thing we're going to do is grab the arch-shaped card die, which I forgot to mention in the beginning, but this creates a nice arch shape. We're going to do the fourth one in, and you can kind of see this beautiful etch that this die creates. It's like a double line almost. We'll take the other one, which makes it about 1/8 of an inch thick, and we'll make a frame out of it. So now we have a frame and our centerpiece. For the centerpiece, we're going to bring in some blue inks. I have Salty Ocean and Tumbled Glass, and we'll use our blending buddy to just ink the darker color at the very top of this card. Very light motions, so trying to get the best blend as possible. And then we'll move down to the lighter color, which is the Tumbled Glass. And I'm always tapping off on the side just in case, especially with the darker colors, not to get it too saturated in one spot as you're moving along. It's a lot harder to get those darker spots out than it is to just go lightly. I'm going to slowly transition into white. So when that brush is kind of dried out of the Tumbled Glass, then I'm just continuing down just so it gets a nice transition. Then I splash it with a bit of water, bringing the Tumbled Glass back just to color some of those water droplets so that you get these kind of lumpy dark colors. Almost like because sometimes when you look at an egg, they do have these little lumps on them. And so then once that's done, we'll bring in the water one more time. We'll dab that off, not wiping, just dabbing. And that will give us some white speckles. Not pure white, but just enough to get that ink out of there. Now that that's done, we'll put that aside and we'll bring out the Easter basket. We'll grab the grass. We'll cut the longer one in a light color green and the smaller one in a dark. We'll get a chocolate bunny and a yellow egg. And now we'll just start inking up each of these pieces. Using the Sidekick Buddy from Trinity Stamps, we'll just get a nice precision of ink on the edges there. I'm using mustard seed distressed ink. And we will just carefully darken the edges and then bring it inwards. When I feel that brush is kind of empty of ink, then I'll go for the whole thing to kind of blend it all in. And when I'm happy with it, I'm going to just get some brown ink. This is Gathered Twig, and I'm going to mix it with some water, and we're going to speckle these eggs. A lot of times adding a little speckle to an Easter egg just really makes it feel like Easter and spring. We're going to do the same thing for the grass pieces, as we'll bring in a little side buddy here and coloring the tips of the grass with Mowed Lawn ink. Just wanting it to be dark on the tips, and then we'll slowly transition down with an empty brush. And then I realized that this color is just too close. I'm not seeing a difference, so we'll have to bring in the big boy. Rustic Wilderness. This is a lot darker. I'm making sure I don't go too saturated. Tap off the sides, and then we'll do the tips. And then since I already have my other green, the mowed grass, I'm just going to blend the two together as I move my way down. And then that'll give me a nice soft blend on this darker green grass piece. And then once again, the brown is just not dark enough. I think I see it, but it's just not as noticeable. Unfortunately, I have to bring in a different company because I don't have anything darker in Tim Holtz. So we have some espresso and pink fresh. This is a little bit of a redder brown, but that chocolate bunny is pretty dark. So you're not going to notice the difference between the two blends, but I will also blend these two browns together since they are already on my mat, just to get a nice little soft blend there. This one's harder to see because that brown is quite dark, but if you look up close, you can see a little bit of that edge. I am going to bring in 2 more eggs. I'll color them all off camera, but I just wanted to show you the smaller egg. This is the medium size on the basket die, and I'm going to cut a pink and a blue one, and we'll just add that to our scene. I felt like maybe 1 egg wasn't going to be enough, and there we go. That's the second one right there. I'm going to cut this arch again using the larger arch that I had already used to create this frame, because I'm going to glue it all back down again. I was wanting to make sure that everything is perfectly aligned because I'm going to do some snipping. And if I didn't glue it down first, then I felt that there is a risk that I will cut those arches a little bit too short on either side, potentially on both sides. So by gluing this all down, I can easily cut this arch because I don't want the full piece. I'm going to go for about 4 inches from the top down. But once that's done, I'll put that aside as we start gluing the grass, and we'll put a little bit of ink on the bottom of the dark green one. Don't go too high because we're going to tuck some items in there. And then we'll just align that right on the bottom of the green, centering the light green and the dark green together. And now we have this nice little border. And I like that little arch. I know it's meant for the basket, but it looks kind of fun with that little arch. I'm going to bring in my ergonomic bone folder from Trinity Stamps to kind of crease this craft cardstock. This is our base, and this will create a nice contrast with that blue and green. It's going to be really sharp. I didn't actually know I was going to go for 4 inches. I was eyeballing everything, making sure that the top and both left and right are all equal. I grab a pencil, and when I have my grass positioned the way I want it, I'm going to mark a little notch on the frame to tell me where to cut. And it just so happens that I eyeballed about 4 inches. As you can see when I put that in, just about 4 inches. And I'm just gonna shimmy it up so that we have an equal 4 inches. I think that's a nice, easy number to remember. Now that this is all cut, you can kind of start seeing the scene that I'm creating here. I'm going to bring in the sentiment Happy Easter. It's a very subtle font. This is the Simply Sentiments Easter collection, and I'm using just the little Happy Easter, like the little courier font. It's like a typewriter, and I'm just going to try to position those just perfectly. Before I glue anything down, I'm going to add that sentiment, and it's in a dark brown, so that because I have no black anywhere, I felt the brown would appear a lot better on this card. Let's glue the grass down right so it's on edge to the frame so that you don't see any of that frame on the bottom, and then we'll glue this down. You can prop this up with some foam if you would like. I decided that because it's already glued to another piece of white paper, I'm just going to leave it as is and keep it relatively flat, trying to center that as best I can so that the left, right, and top have an equal margin around that frame so it looks nice and appealing. Now we're going to grab our elements and we're going to start tucking them into this grass scene. So you can easily do this also with the basket because that's what it's meant for if you were to revert everything around. But I decided to create a little scene within this little arch. And I think it's just looking absolutely adorable and very Eastery, very spring, and it's getting me all excited for the spring season. And we'll just tuck that blue one in there on the bottom there. And that's it. This is a very simple card. I wanted to create a beautiful, simple, minimalistic card using the 2 products from, well, actually 3 because the arch, from the February 2026 release. And I just love how this turned out. I hope you enjoyed this card and I hope it has bring you some inspiration. I will have all the information in the description box below of what I've used. So until the next time, have a fantastic day and I'll talk to you all later. Bye.